Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 5 has been announced. Can the series return to its roots and reclaim its former glory, or are we just gonna get another sucky sequel? Let's talk about it. Hey guys, Jake Baldino for GameRanks.com here. Now, after like a month or two of speculation, Tony Hawk himself has finally announced Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 5, the return to the series' roots, apparently. Yeah, Activision and Tony Hawk have had a long hiatus after a couple really big misfires like Tony Hawk Ride and Downhill Jam. Ugh. But apparently, the developers who made those are working on the next Tony Hawk game. So take that as you will. The series has been announced to going back to traditional controls, less freestyle moves, more focus on actual skating and different skating styles, which can be new and different, and an apparent Call of Duty-centric focus on multiplayer. Now that return to form all sounds well and good, but I mean, we've heard that before. That's a marketing pitch. What are we really gonna get here? So now let's go back a little bit. Now, Tony Hawk's Pro Skater is one of my favorite game franchises of all time, and that's not just because it's one of the only video games I could actually beat my friends at. But this game franchise had a lot of misfires, and fans of the series like to say that Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 4 was the beginning of the downhill decline. No pun intended. No skateboarding pun. Fuck you. After Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 4 and they dropped the numbers, we got Tony Hawk's Underground, which I still thought was good. Then we got American Skateland, Underground 2, the Downhill Jam and the Ride and shit like that. Project 8, which was okay, I guess. But really, the series definitely kind of lost its way, adding so many distractions and changes to the gameplay that it was kind of a shell of its former self, and really not what we fell in love with Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1 and 2. Now, like I said, myself and many others think Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 4 was like the last good, really good, solid, classic Tony Hawk game. And now I'm wondering, with the fact that the game being numbered Tony Hawk 5, is that just a gimmick? Is this actually going to be a return to form where the series left off at Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 4? Is it going to be that slight jump into open world, quest-based gameplay that was still just enough to still be good? Because that was good, and I think the series really hit its sweet spot there. Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 4 was actually really good, thinking back. God, I really want to go back and replay those. But despite that, Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 4 did have a lot of bells and whistles that I really liked. Freestyle tricks on the ground. Manuals and reverts, you could chain your combos across entire levels in ridiculous over-the-top ways. And then after that, it went too ridiculous. But Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 5 really was a sweet spot. Now, I really hope the franchise doesn't forget all that and go back to the real basics, like the HD re-release of the original Tony Hawk games, because I wasn't the biggest fan of that HD re-release. Maybe that's just because the gameplay from Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1 and 2 was just too simple. It lacked a lot of the enhancements that the next 2 or 3 games added to really make the combos and really make that gameplay how rich it was. So those are my biggest questions, and I wanted to put out this topical question to you guys because I want to know what you guys think in the comments. Tony Hawk fans, let me know what you think of Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 5. Are you like me? Are you skeptical of them slapping a 5 on this and thinking we'll all come running back? Are you excited for a return to basics type of gameplay? Do you want timed runs? Do you want an open world? What do you want? And how far back do you want that gameplay to go? Do you want it to be Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1, down and dirty, simple and easy, or do you want a couple new little tweaks? And let's get really ambitious here. I'm going to talk with you guys down in the comments. What do you think this new Tony Hawk game could add to make it feel fresh but not shitty? To make you really have a reinvested interest in it? I want to know all those things, so I will be down in the comments with you guys because sometimes you guys come up with the best fucking answers. So if you did have a good time watching this and you do like Tony Hawk, maybe give this video a like button because it really helps us out, and maybe they'll see your comments and maybe they'll put stuff in the game. I don't know, wishful thinking. But also, if you're new, subscribing is even better because, you know, we just gave away an Xbox One. He just received his Xbox, the winner, and he's very happy. Spoiler, it's a guy. But that's it, guys. As always, you can visit GameRanks.com for more gaming news and reviews, and I'm Jake Baldino. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys next time.